Hello and welcome to my art channel. Today I will show you some wonderful books that will expand your knowledge on Leonardo da Vinci, the Renaissance, and Michelangelo. They are all amazing books, one of the best you can get. Uh, some of them are very graphical, very detailed. All of them are very graphical, very detailed, and very much interesting. First, I would start with The Flights of the Mind by Charles Nicholl. It's about the life of Leonardo da Vinci, quite a vivid and as a humane way of viewing his life, his works, his thoughts, his aspirations, his personal life. And it is a very dense book, very vivid, very detailed. And you have also sketches done by him. You can study, for example, what he worked on. The second book is The Life of Leonardo da Vinci by Giorgio Vasari, the Penguin Classics. It shows not only the life of Leonardo da Vinci, but of Fra Lippi and of course Giorgio Vasari, and of course many others. But it is a very interesting work coming from someone who lived during those times and who knew him very well. An interesting read, a more professional one. The third one is The Renaissance Thoughts and the Arts by Paul Oscar Tristeller. It is a very dense read, very professional, very insightful, very thoughtful. He's an eminent authority on the Renaissance, and I have studied some of his works. It is very well done, very synthetic, very detailed, and of course very to the point. And the next book I want to show you is an interesting read if you want to study more about the Renaissance. This is by Elie Faure, History of the Renaissance, the volume. It is a more synthetic, more historical and more classical approach to this subject, but very interesting. And now, one of the best books I have, Leonardo da Vinci Sketches and Drawing by Frank Zollner. It is an amazing work, one of the best works we have on Leonardo da Vinci, the most detailed, and it shows many informations about what his drawings represented, what his works, what he studied, his works in detail, the church works, the sketches, how about every sketch, and it is very detailed, very crisp, very gritty, and an amazing work with absolutely all his sketches. And it provides also information on where he was, what he was doing, what he was working on, what he was thinking, what commissions he had, and much information on his thought processes, and a more vivid portrayal of his life. More Leonardo da Vinci as human, as an artist. Very interesting work, very detailed, very lush with detail. Yeah, basically Leonardo da Vinci sketches and drawings by Taschen by Frank Zollner. Taschen print. Now on Michelangelo. One interesting book for those of you who don't know is that Irving Stone wrote a life about Michelangelo, what he experienced during his lifetime, The Agony and the Ecstasy by Irving Stone. And of course, this book is more theoretical. Charles de Tolnay, Michelangelo. It details what he tried to achieve in his works, what and the spirit of his art. The spirit of his art. Very interesting read. Very passionate. And finally, some recommendations if you are just enjoying time and want to read something more related to artists. Marcus Aurelius, The Manual Towards Yourself. It is a very interesting read. And Raymond Jean for the female characters. Very interesting. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, please.